Welcome back to the Rise Up podcast, the place where we explore ideas, stories, and insights to empower and inspire you in everyday life. Today's episode dives into a topic that affects all of us in one way or another: the intersection of cybersecurity and the global financial system. With the rapid rise of digital services and technology, the stakes have never been higher. We'll explore the risks, the solutions, and why this matters for everyone, not just big banks or governments. And don't forget, for those of you who'd like to follow along or revisit today's episode, we've prepared a PDF transcript, which you can find linked in the episode description. Now, let's get started. All right, let me share some thoughts on a really fascinating and crucial topic: the intersection of cybersecurity and the global financial system. This is something that doesn't just affect banks or governments. It touches every single one of us who uses a credit card, makes a digital payment, or relies on online banking. We're living in a time when the financial world is undergoing a digital revolution. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated this shift in ways we couldn't have predicted. Think about it. Almost overnight, work from home became the norm, and demand for digital financial services skyrocketed. Banks are competing with tech giants are dipping their toes into banking, and central banks are talking seriously about digital currencies. It's exciting, but it also comes with risks. Let's talk about those risks. Cyber threats aren't just hypothetical anymore. They're very real. Imagine what could happen if a major cyber attack hit the financial sector. We're not just talking about a few hacked accounts. We're talking about disruptions that could shake the very foundation of the global economy. In fact, experts like Christine Lagarde have warned that a cyber attack could potentially trigger a financial crisis. And it's not just about money, it's about trust. If people lose confidence in the financial system, the ripple effects could be devastating. So who's behind these attacks? It's a mix of criminals, like those infamous hacker groups that steal billions from banks, and even state-sponsored actors. It's happening everywhere, not just in wealthy countries where these stories make the headlines, but also in places where digital financial services are helping to drive financial inclusion. These systems have created opportunities for millions to access banking, but they've also become rich targets for cybercriminals. The thing is, cyber threats don't respect borders. This is a global problem, and tackling it requires global solutions. A key part of this effort is collaboration. Right now, there's too much fragmentation. Different countries, agencies, and companies are working in silos. We need to bring everyone to the table: governments, financial institutions, tech companies, and international organizations. A coordinated approach is the only way to build a system that can withstand these threats. The Carnegie Endowment for International Peace came up with some great recommendations in this area. One of the most important is clarity about roles and responsibilities. Who does what when a crisis hits? Right now, only a few countries have a clear game plan. International collaboration is another big one. Sharing information and resources can make all the difference. And let's not forget, the financial sector can be a model for protecting other industries. If we can get this right for banking, it could pave the way for other sectors. Of course, building resilience isn't just about systems and policies. It's about people. The pandemic has created an opportunity to invest in cybersecurity talent. Imagine training young people or reskilling workers to meet this demand. It's a win-win. Not only does it bolster our defenses, but it also creates jobs. We also can't ignore the need to help countries that are lagging behind in cybersecurity. This is especially urgent in regions like Africa, where digital financial services are expanding rapidly. It's fantastic to see financial inclusion growing, but that progress will be at risk without proper safeguards. International organizations like the IMF and others need to step up and offer the necessary support. At the end of the day, this isn't just about protecting systems. It's about protecting people. The money in your bank account, the trust you have in your financial apps, the stability of the economy, all of it is tied to cybersecurity. And while the challenge is big, it's not insurmountable. By working together and following a clear strategic plan, we can build a financial system that's not only innovative, but also resilient. So here's the takeaway: the digital transformation of finance is here to stay, and that's a good thing. But with great innovation comes great responsibility. Let's make sure we're building a future where security, trust, and progress go hand in hand. What do you think? Are we ready to face this challenge head on? That wraps up today's episode of the Rise Up podcast. We've taken a closer look at the challenges and opportunities in building a more secure digital financial system. As we've learned, the solutions aren't just technical. They're about global collaboration, investing in talent, and protecting what matters most, trust. If you found this episode insightful, don't forget to check out the PDF transcript in the description. It's a great resource to review key points or share with someone who might find it helpful. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep rising, keep learning, and stay inspired.